Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. I still have more laundry to fold. It's a never-ending job, and there's only 2 people that live here. But I constantly have to have, everything has to be clean. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Mary. I'm one of these oddballs that everything has to be cleaned so that if I want to wear it at a minute's notice, it's available for me to wear. So, yeah, I'm back to folding more towels, and I've got a load in the dryer, and started working on my meds already. Yep. Oh no. Now I have that song by Lamb Chop in my yeah, it's the song that never ends. Well, it ended for her, but poor thing. But yeah. So, it's kind of nice having some company while I get this done. I don't have the daycare little one today. Hi, Kristen. She's not feeling good, so she stayed home, which is fine. She's got the trots, and I really don't want them. Got to go to doctor's appointment tomorrow. I got to be there at 10. Well, it's not my appointment. Got to be there at 10. And hopefully they will schedule a time for surgery, because Monday we did I didn't. The CT scan. So they could figure out where all his organs are and how to jumble them around. So, yes, work does get in the way. Hey, Zinwan, how are you feeling, sweetheart? Hopefully better. Hopefully better. Yeah. So if they can give us a date, or if she says the Gallinisaqua will do it robotically, great too. And then we can figure out a date there. So then we have FMLA up here. Was it Family Maternity Leave Act? So he'll get 80% of his wages through that. Oh, good. Awesome. That is awesome to know, Zen. He'll get 80% of his wages there, and then some company through his work helps cover the other 20%. So we're going to take advantage of that. That wasn't an option. Like when the boys were born, he took off like a week, and then I was on my own with him working graveyard and having 2 C-sections. It wasn't easy, but I wish it was available then. Now, WIC was available back then, Women's, Infant, and Children, but I think financially wise, we could have qualified. But because my 4-month-old weighed 21 pounds, they probably would have, hi, Paola. They probably would have denied me. Back then, you had to qualify to be into any of that kind of stuff. So I didn't even try. But I mean, I weighed 25 pounds at 3 months old. I was a little gordita. So with all our tax dollars we've put in, I have no problem enjoying a little bit of that FMLA. Hey, Brazzy girl, how are you, sister? Whoops, that one completely missed the couch. And that's not what I was just folding. This is hey, Super Dave, honey, it is so good to see you. Yeah, I saw. Was it you who just put up another earthquake in Japan? It's really weird. So, now, Super Dave. Dave is a really nice guy. Go here so Dave can put up his link. Dave, put up your link. And yeah, he's really nice. I get a kick out of some when I can slow down. Uh, he'll do trivia, or some people will call in for karaoke. It's fun. I just need to slow down. Yeah. Yes, good. Good, Mary. Drop yours too. Ouch. I shaved my legs and I think I cut the back of my knee. Someone was talking the other day about trying to back of my yeah, I said this is an ADHD housewife, mentioning, trying to find veins and whatnot for IVs, and uh a gal got offered to have one put in the back of her leg, and she's like, no, we're good there. And I said, I would not want one in the back of my knee. My tattoo that's not even, it's about this far from the back of my knee. You got to the top, it hurts. It hurts bad. So yeah, I was like, wow, no. And it's not one place. I told her, you don't want it there. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Dave's a weather watcher, sky watcher. I haven't done a whole lot of sky watching. But that's how me and Dave got started, was sky watching. I've gotten the daycare kids. We'll just go outside and we'll just start counting all the sky writing. And then, if it depends on what, there's times I've never said anything about it. I just went out, and as erratically me likes to hear me say, good morning, Mr. Sun. I'll get that lovely Wikipedia banner. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, I think it's worse than a paper cut sting. I don't even want yeah, but what's behind my knee is because I put on a new razor. Luckily, you don't feel it when it first cuts you. It's later on. And what's worse than a paper cut is a cardboard cut. Yeah. Yes, and I have a load in the dryer too. It doesn't end because I have a load that I completely missed behind the bathroom door. And then I have to make sure all my footies are in there. If I miss one, I have to find something else to wash it. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, God, I miss Mike. I miss St. James too. But yeah, Dave, go back. Monday, I did a premiere of going around the cabin that we go to. It's about an hour long. I ramble for an hour, and there's two rivers and a place where two rivers come together, and there's some ducks, and yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah. Speaking of Mike, I haven't seen Captain Tom lately. It's been a few weeks since I've heard from him. Radical Ralph is still doing his morning shows. I need to be awake to catch them. They haven't changed. It's still Ralph, and I love him. Let's see if I can find what he goes by now. I think it's Radical Ralph or Worthless Goyam, I think. But he's a hoot. Now you got to be ready for the language. Yeah, I'm trying to find his link. He lives in Maine, so he's got that accent. Let's see if I can find him and put him up here. But he's got another channel he does too. But come on, Ralph. He's a hoot. for a while there with the little one, I had to stop listening because she'd pick up language that she didn't need to pick up. Now I got to find myself on here. So, turn the volume down. I don't need to hear myself. And there should be Radical Ralph Russo. Yeah. He's such a unique soul. I know I couldn't find it, but there was one when he was talking about his garden and how it wasn't going so well, and he was trying to grow tobacco plants. And he'd go, okay, this I forget was growing over here. And then he panned over to where the tobacco plants were and goes, and this is the abortion clinic over here because all his tobacco died. So, oh yeah, Ralph is a hoot. Uh, he's been live. There was a couple of us in it the other day. He's trying to figure out like the way if Mike Morales. Okay, I'll see if I can find Mike so I can put him up here for people who. He's gone now. Throat cancer got him, but his stuff is still up, and you have to look under lives because he would do a 16-day forecast on Sunday night. And he'd show you where like the bunker fuels are being let off in the ocean for in the shipping lanes of the cloud movement. Ralph's trying to figure out if he can track what happens to another YouTuber, Stephanie, what happens to her and about Reno, to see if he can track what comes across to Maine to where he's at. So let's see if I can get. And I don't know if Mike's family still gets any money from YouTube anymore. I don't know. I should go and see if I can give him a super thanks or something to see if he still gets it or the family still gets it. But the beginnings, I need to record Mike's intros that he had because there was like a clip in, I think it was in New Zealand on all the flooding, how it was a news clip, how basically they knew the flooding was coming and they still seeded the clouds. So, yeah. But I think you can find some of the stuff that Mike used under another tab, I think, under the NOAA links that Wages uses. But yeah. Yeah. But I want to record that because now you got states who saying you can't decorate my sky. Hi, Ann. How are you? Which is, I wish my state would, but I'm a coastal state. They ain't gonna do squat. I've got froofy clouds out there right now. I had some kid on TikTok said, well, they've discovered 5 new types of clouds. And I was, how fun. And I was just like, really? You mean we've only been around for 4 billion years on this planet and we're just now discovering new clouds? Yeah, those clouds are natural. And because I said that, I'll probably get a wiki thing underneath me. But I was just like, oh my goodness, people. No. I gotta get this folded. God, I realize I don't look down on the ground. Usually I'm out. I like to look out the window and whatnot. I've got bungee cords over here. I got the cat food that I just drug out that I didn't put back because I had to feed the stray cat that's outside. I have a huge tomcat that comes in every day, and I was just didn't want to go all the way. I just drug the bag with me so I could feed him at the door. I got to put that away. And, um, and the bungee cords that I got from Amazon, that's got to go into the garage now. Oh God, last night the, there's a few Toms that know I'll feed them. Horatio has I don't know what happened to Horatio. He's gone. Um, Schrodinger, now that it's getting warm, I think his owners came back from Mexico, so I probably won't see him now until next fall when they go away. But I have a huge Morris, a huge orange tomcat, and now I've got someone I call Boots, another tomcat, but I'm pretty sure this one has a home because he's like the grayish brown striped tabby looking thing, but all his paws are white, so I call him Boots. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Um, Maybe some of the viewers will remember me as a voice, but not seeing a face. They would just see the sky. Um, well, I opened the door last night because my gray cat wanted outside, and Boots just wandered in the house like he owned the place. And my tortie just looked at him like, "Excuse me? This is not your house." And so I picked him up, and I have to. He's been in a fight, so we had to get out the gentamicin and medicate him up. And I want to put him down, and he just curls up in my neck like, "I want to stay. This is my house." And I'm like, "No, this is not your house. You have not been fixed. And because you have not been fixed, you would want to mark everything in the house." I'm like, "Nope. I'll feed you outside, but I am not bringing you in." uh, Bungee cords and me and my old butcher used to laugh and chuckle the fact that with all the equipment we had back there, someone could disappear pretty quickly. Because we had a cuber, a slicer, the grinder was huge. That was a behemoth to run. A bandsaw. I mean, and if you ever, that smell you get at a dentist's office, when you're getting that, when they're drilling into your teeth, you get that same smell when you're, we would cut up big bones into small pieces and then put them out there for, people who have dogs and whatnot. They have dog bones. You get that same smell when you're cutting that stuff up. Yeah. You have a list. Oh, what's that one? How's that one joke go? If someone's bothering you, you put it down on a piece of paper and then you burn it. But then you're stuck wondering what he's still doing with the piece of paper. It went something like that. I can't remember. But yeah. 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 And another thing, when I thought I was done folding, I didn't look and notice what fell over the side of the arm of the couch. Oh, yeah, that smell. Yeah. But I would much rather smell that smell cutting dog bones and sitting in a chair for dentist. I'm not, I don't, it took me almost 10 years to break down and have those put on because of my anxiety of going to the dentist. So these two are porcelain. They're caps. Yeah. Yeah, I had to take a Xanax before I went in, or I couldn't have done it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I know. Yeah, it is about time for Dave to be getting off work. And then Dave lives out in the country farther than I am. I don't think he has cell service. Yeah. I did learn a few years back when we had power. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just the days of working in the butcher shop. But it was fun. Talk about someone who he's like, well, he was 78 when he passed away. He was just about 70 when I started working back there. Uh, I would love to have these two done. Yeah. My son's got all four. His first front ones are all done. I'd love to, but the anxiety of me, I probably won't. And I can't. Um, I need to whiten them because to at least get the rest of them to this color and to that shade and that filling right there. But me without a cup of coffee or a pop or a tea or something in my hand, 30 minutes without that, I would probably think to myself, I'm dying of thirst. I have to have something to drink. So I got lucky. Somewhere in here's a picture, and I'll have to find it. When he went to design my caps, I had a picture of me in high school with what my teeth looked like before I ate lemons, before I cracked them and split them. And awesome. That's fine. Good job. And take a nap for me. I'm exhausted, please. I wish I could take a nap every afternoon, but I sleep until 9:30 instead. My teeth. What was I saying about my teeth? Oh, I used to eat lemons. Oh, there we go. This is why. Say an ADHD housewife. I had a dance picture and it showed what my teeth look like instead of getting the generic teeth that some people get. So I was able to get the shape of my own teeth back. Evidently, according to my doctor, my dentist, having those two bigger teeth in the front is a very feminine trait. I didn't know. Learn something new every day. So kind of is some days. I always tell people would be like, "What do you do?" I'm a meat wrapper. I make pieces of dead animal look good so you take them home and put them on your plate. We had what was it? Grinding sausage and hamburger. That's a good way to get out some extra frustrations because you got to sit there and just the grinder itself widthwise was from the end of my fingers to my shoulders. How big that behemoth was that I worked with, and you just sit there and you have that mallet and you've got to get it down into the grinder and you can just slam on it. It also makes an interesting sound if you have a roast that's freshly wrapped and nice and tight and you give it a slap. That was always fun. The butcher I had told me when I first started, there is no sexual harassment. It's all intended, which was hilarious because he was like 70 years old. Dennis. Oh, wow. They knocked me out for my upper and lower wisdom teeth. And I told the gal, have some Reglan on hand because I'm allergic to the anesthesia. I said that works best for me. And she goes, oh, well, we still use Compazine. That's such an old drug. So, yeah, it didn't work. And I was sicker than a dog. And Keith had to just tell her to get out of the way as he held my emesis basin because I was throwing up. Yeah, I need to get another one of these. That which does not kill me should run. Oh, I'm on the box of hangers. I'm like, where'd my hangers go? I've got the computer on it. So, yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Some days there's just people that you just need to go. You wish you could. The boys as they got older, if they said something smart ass, and I mean older, we're talking like late teens because they were like 27 when they moved out. They'd say something smart ass, and if I was close to them, they'd go because they knew I'd just whack them in the back of the head. Um, yeah, pretty sure they use great stuff. Carry. Oh, that's nice. See, yeah, I'm so allergic. I'm afraid of surgery because I am so allergic that it's horrible. I was sick for a week after that. Um, though I think my hysterectomy, I think I only got sick once with whatever they gave me then. And that's the only time I know a day without any pain. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, nothing hurts. What's wrong? It's because I had a morphine pump and Toradol and something else going. So nice. It's nice to at least have a memory of what it's like not to be in pain. But I also remind myself, pain tells me I'm still alive. Oh, yeah. I don't blame you for being concerned. What is it I can't do? Stitches, internal stitches. They don't always dissolve. It's gross. But but I think they're more good God almighty, I'm having a hot flash. I'm watching my face get redder and redder because I took my Tylenol about an hour ago, so it's not my Tylenol. Um, hmm, this is so much fun, and I don't have a pop with me. Hold on, I just gotta go to the table. Mm, mm. That table is a complete disaster. Oh, God, something to drink. That poor table is a complete disaster. I got my meds on it. I got the beadwork that I need to do to make uh Anglican prayer beads. I think I've gotten one set done, but gotta get some. That's flat, but it's still not as bad as the one I've been drinking. I've been pouring out of a 2-liter bottle that we took to the cabin. This is flat. It's not as flat as the one that I grabbed that I thought was that was yesterday's that I thought was today's. And it was gross. Yeah. Thank you, hon. I'm used to it. I was on Feldene in high school, which is an arthritis medication. I think that's before they discovered fibromyalgia. And then uh I have the osteoarthritis and um they're terrible. So that's another thing I got to put down on the list to talk to Mark about hormone replacement because I've tried the phytoestrogen and it works a little bit. Eating the microgreens with the broccoli, I'm still turning bright red. Oh, wish mine were. But I guess mine. I don't wake up I don't have night sweats. I just, as the kids would look at me and go, "Oh, mom, you're having your own personal summer." I'm like, "Yes, I am. Thank you." So living with me right now it's interesting. It's too hot or too cold. And since I'm in these 365, um, I either turn the heat up or I turn it off. And then poor Keith's sitting in his chair some days with a blanket, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll turn the heat back up. I just, oh yeah, it's even luckily instead of cooling the whole house when it's just the two of us asleep at nighttime. Hey, Anik, how are you? Um, I'll use a window air conditioner instead of no use cooling the whole house if nobody's in it. And the air conditioner's in the window right behind my head or above my head, and so wherever, when you lay down. And so I pretty much freeze the room out just so I can be comfortable. Let me guess. Let's see. Oh, not bad. I say my chest isn't feeling right. I think I'll probably take a heart pill pretty soon. This is so much fun. I know. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can shrink this down. I'm still learning all this new jazz that goes with it. But I'm sure people heard me talk about trying to get curtains done so I, get up to the cabin so I could kind of keep some of the light out and some of the heat in. I didn't hem the bottom yet because I forgot the length, so I had to measure it up there, but I'll be darned. It works. Let me see if I can find where I put it. Share screen. Window. Okay. Well, let's see. This comes up first. Go over here. That's my thumbnail for this one. I think I'm gonna have to have that one printed out. I think it's really, really pretty. Hey Maritza, ¿cómo estás? I can't draw to save my life, so I absolutely love AI drawings. But here we go. Do I click? Where was I? Was it this one? Nope. Nope. I'm back in my own window. That's not what I wanted to do. Add the stage. No, can I go? No, I guess that's not what I can do. I gotta find it again. There we go. But there we go. They weren't in my phone sent them as two, and so my computer lined them up together in one window. So share the screen. All right, there we go. Okay. So those are the two shears that they have. I brought in the ones with the little leaves and stuff. I thought they were really pretty. I found them on clearance, so I need to order 6 of them. And then on this side is what I made, the cotton fabric with the fleece in between, and it goes to the top, and that tells you how much good, Maritza, that's good. How much light that thing takes away. I was really, really surprised. Nah, and it worked pretty good. And as you can tell, I added my own little touches. It too has fairy lights, and I left fairy lights if somebody wanted to put them up in the bedroom if they wanted or not. So, yep. So that's what I was making and trying to get done in time to get there. And then it sounds like I was telling Paola, a friend of mine messaged me yesterday, and it threw me off for just a split second because he told me when him and his wife get back from someplace in the Midwest, that him and Brad were going to come up, and my brain for a split second just was like, for he was alive just for just the tiniest second in my head, because they hung out together till he decided to alienate him. Till Brad decided to alienate Chris. But he's bringing me probably my 1.5 pounds of ashes. But I was like, and then I thought to myself, I'm like, well, so he kind of has the same idea I do, that that's just the empty shell, that the person's gone. Just like I use mama to hold down my fabric. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, rat guy? If, as in them long things with tails? Hey, Curious Bunny, how are you doing? I love you too, Paola. Guess I should look at the camera here when I say it and not your words in the chat. But yeah, so I'll definitely have him before the next cabin trip so I can sprinkle him and then have him for the camping trip so that we can all take him to the campsite. I just hope I just hope hubby can function if that surgery's done or not by June. And if not, I'll have the two boys help me. They can cut wood and chop wood, and well, they're not boys anymore. They're oof. Robbie was born in 88. So that'll be 35 in May. Good Lord. That kid spent most of his senior year here with us, and then a lot of college his first couple of years, even though he had a dorm room in Ellensburg, which is 40 some miles away. He would drive home and sleep here and then go to school. And finally he went to WSU, but thank you. Yes, son. But yeah, wow, time's going fast. My kids are getting old, and my extra children are getting old. We have a habit of bringing in kids and adding them to the mix, and so what was it? The first year they all went camping with us. We started group camping because my son invited his friends, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. They can come. Got no problem with them because they pretty much live with us anyway. And then he didn't go because he got a job. His friends still went with us and have been going with us since 07. One of them has quit 2 jobs in the process just because he wasn't going to get the time off and he wanted to quit anyway. So he quit his job to make sure he went camping. I was like, wow, kid, you might need to keep a job once in a while. But he's got his degree in not archaeology. What's the study of humans? Anthropology. He's got his degree in anthropology, but he's not working in that. Hey, Seventh, how are you? Without my glasses on, I was your avatar and Bunny's avatar look similar. Oh no. Oh, ouch. That makes my knee hurt. Did they give you anything for it, or in a cast, or swelling, or a brace? I know I'm holding in there. I'm just puttering around the house. Oh my goodness. That makes my knee hurt. Ouch. I'm sitting there rubbing my own knee going, ow, ow. It's usually what I fall on first is my knees. Didn't sound right. Not at all. Yeah. Usually it's one hand with the pop and the other hand with the phone as I hit the ground. Because God forbid I lose either one of those. Yeah, and these things, I fell last summer and they stuck into the grass and jammed these fingers. That hurt. But yeah, I've got to get these baskets organized and full. So that way I can just grab them and go. Everything will be ready for Mother's Day. 2 rolls of toilet paper because we got people who aren't used to sitting in an outhouse, and God knows how much toilet paper they're going to go through. I go out and when I get there, hit it with alcohol, the seat with alcohol, just pretty much drown it in alcohol. And so I don't have to sit there and make an ass gasket, as I call them. She's now 8. I think she's about 5 or 6 in the doctor's office. She had to go to the bathroom, and she informed loudly to everybody, Brenda, they could hear her inside the office telling her mother she needed an ass gasket. And I was like, that would be my doing, because I love my nails, but yeah, I mean, but that pain was I'm still suffering with this finger. It was purple. I just shy of broke it. But yeah. It's funny because without these on, I'll forget. And so I'll reach something and I will completely miss it by the length of my nails, because my brain goes, oh, you only need to go this far. Yeah. I just take them off for when I went to the cabin, because they'd probably just take off, they lift my whole nail bed. And I'm like, no, thank you. That hurts. I've done it before. Yes. I don't have my glasses, and I've got mascara on this eye. No, I'm trying to read. And then, get this. I have to go to the river and collect water. Since I'm the wuss, water goes into this thing. The food grade, I love it. They're perfect. Go to like your local grocery store and whatnot. And for your frosting, this was garlic spread. And they're food grade buckets. I did a container garden in them one year with a whole bunch of them. And now the store that I work at, once me and the daycare kid's mother left, they stopped like doing donuts, fresh donuts, because we were the two that did it. And then they go into, I think this one was chocolate icing. They all go into there. And where's the toilet paper? Because it's got to go into this one. And I just re-rack the water. So I put it in, get it out of the small one, let it settle, get the pine needles out of the top, and then slowly pour it into the next bucket, except for the stuff at the bottom. Just chuck that. And then the next bucket, you let that settle, and then you pour it into the next one. Crandy. Hey, I like that. That works. And you have, I wouldn't drink it, but, really clear water that you boil and is safe for washing your dishes, cleaning your counters, anything like that, or yourself. I'm really picky. Because I was never allowed as a child to get dirty. No, I was raised by an RN. Germs were a no-no. And like getting my hands dirty was not acceptable. So I'm to the point, like when we go camping or at the cabin, because there's no running water, I have to immediately have wash water. I have to be able to wash my hands. And after raising the 8-year-old, I now know where my son is constantly washing his hands, because that's what I taught him and I taught her. I still got to get my rice into the Mylar bags. I've got them all. I've still got them in the box from Amazon that they came in. Yeah, I know. I need to go. I could if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm confident it wouldn't make me sick, but I would rather drink it right out of the river that it's moving than let it sit. You're teasing. Hey, geospatial. I don't have my glasses on. Principalities. Yeah, I've got to rotate my food. I think that'll happen when Keith's off work. But yeah, there's some of the best water I've drank right out of a river. Unfortunately, it goes through an old copper mine area, and it's a cadmium, chromium. One of those two are in that water that's carcinogenic, but I still drink it anyway. Yeah. Which one? Bast? Ouch. I've got a bruise. Or the Green Man. Yeah, that's probably what it is. But it's so good. That water is just shy of being sweet. It is so delicious. I don't have any problem drinking out of a creek. If it's going fast enough. The only concern is a lot of where I go, there was a whole bunch of mines in that area. So there's chemicals that probably shouldn't be. The sun, oh yeah, Bast. She's backwards. Rather than have her be uh, a human body and a cat head, I gave her the human head and the cat body. And so I had one guy walk up one day, and I had a shirt on to about here, and I was in Walmart, and this guy walks up, and I could feel my t-shirt being lifted up so he could see what it was. He goes, "I saw that tail and foot, and I just needed to know what the rest of it was." I was like, "Okay." You know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but that was something that me and uh my tattoo artist worked up. I know he when he sees me, it's just like, "Oh, great. What are we doing now?" So, nice, lovely. Lovely. And that's why we don't burn them either. I local guy here uses them, or he did. I don't know if he's either alive or stopped or whatever, but he was weaving them together basically for a fence line thing because the elk wouldn't jump it to go into the orchard and eat the apples. So, yeah. But yeah, this was kind of a creation between me and Tim. For a minute, his name was gone. I'm like, what's his name? But I want to get I want to get Volknut once I get the ashes. I want a Volknut and have it go in there. But I have so many. I would like a dragon eventually, and but I don't know because my back is covered and or partly covered, and I also want a claymore, like McLeod's claymore tattoo on my leg. So yeah, yeah, that'll probably be about 20 minutes or so. It's nice. I don't have to worry about the little one, but I got to get this finished so Keith can put it into the excursion, and I don't have to go to the storage unit and then go back to the storage unit. I can just put it in the excursion and it can sit there and wait. 'Cause we never take it anywhere anyway. But that's a really handy $1,200 we spent. I hate payments. I absolutely hate payments, and I cannot see spending more than my folks did for their house on a vehicle. But we're just going to end up driving and then ended up scrapping later on because I'm driving the most expensive car I've ever had. And that was $9,000, and it's my Impala LTZ. But I don't want anything with a bunch of bells and whistles because that's just more to go wrong. Though we were talking, how long is it going to be before kids don't understand what it means to roll down the window? Yeah. Or when someone goes like this, that they know they're on the phone. No. Some little kids I've seen understand when you go like this that you're on that they know you're on the phone, but they don't understand what this is anymore. So, yeah, I've got. Where did I put the toilet paper? I have to have toilet paper and paper towels, and garbage bags because I bring my own garbage bags and I leave a garbage bag. There's a lot of people who just use the garbage can that I brought up there. I forget how many years ago. They'll just put garbage with no bag. It's disgusting. It's gross. I brought up a garbage can because, and I also brought up an ash bucket on springtime. They had an ash bucket for clearance, so I bought it because people were using those zinc metal garbage cans for ashes, and that's toxic. So I was like, yeah, no, don't use that, you idiot. There's the toilet paper. Some gal on TikTok said she my hair catches her eye and so does my necklace, and I'm like, oh, poor child, you don't realize how much hair I don't have. Yep. Luckily, this gene dies with me because I only had girls. I mean, I only had boys. So, and your hair comes from your mother, and my mother didn't have much, and her mother didn't have much. So, and when and you'd think a native would have a whole bunch of hair. Nope, not mine. Oh, that would be fun. And yeah, what's nice is I go there. Oh, boy, supper. Oh, yeah, it is supper time over there. I don't even know what supper is here. Oh, yes, it's soup and salad. So when he weighs in tomorrow, it's lighter. Hopefully the Forest Service will still be renting it. I love it because I don't pay insurance on it. I don't have payments on it. I do a lot of the maintenance when we're up there. I don't have to worry about break-ins. I don't have to worry, outhouse is full. They pump it. I don't have to deal with that either. I just like tomorrow morning, I got to be up at 7 so I can rent it for October because I like to rent 6 months in advance so I can make sure I get a weekend. And I usually piss a lot of people off because the weekend in October I'd like to go is the first weekend of hunting season. So I want to get, it's going to sound odd, I want to see if I can find a portable washing machine that doesn't need water from a sink. I can just pour it in. I figure I'll eventually need one anyway. To wash the bed linens, they've got mattress pads on them, but people, you bring your own linens, but the mattress pad's got dust. It's got little pieces of like pine needles stuck in it. I think one got peed on that I could actually, put it through a little wash thing and dry it. I don't sleep on that bed, but I can at least wash them and dry them, and so someone else can have something somewhat clean. But I'm so glad when they got the new bed. That old bed was there. I'll just sleep on the futon in the living room. It's right in front of the wood stove, so you roll over, throw in some more wood, go back to sleep instead of going up and down the stairs. So Yep. I want one of those, and I want a uh uh treadle sewing machine because they still make them. Well, that would be awesome. Full of Hope's North American tour. That would be cool. Um, so that if something, God forbid, something happens, and I'm not getting a warm feeling out of Iran and Israel, uh, that could be one of the things I offer in a community is I can sew. I'm not fabulous at it. Didn't really have a whole lot luck trying to sew taffeta. Mm-mm. No, not taffeta, chiffon. No, but then it's kind of hard with longer nails. But somewhere I have, and I don't know where I put them, and I'll probably have to buy them again just because I can't find where I put the first pair. Is on Facebook. There's those little edger things for your sewing machine. So that little thin little rolling thing, you get a nice roll edge. Yes, you can knit socks, and uh, Mary can make blankets. It's always nice to have some kind of skill that you can trade. So, um, yeah, they looked really cool. So I can make a nice rolled edge on. I don't know. I don't have anything here that's got one. I don't remember where I put them. They were like 30 some dollars. They're like a set of 4 or 3. And but they're in a bag about this big in that disaster of a craft room I have right now. So I'll probably buy another set. So and I'll put that away where it's supposed to. It's like last night I found the eyeshadow I thought I was missing. Did I put it where it belongs? No. So now it's somewhere. I don't know where I set it down at. So oh, irrigation got turned on. Um, will you use them? That'd be cool, Seventh. You could learn how to use it. I have a beading loom. Honest to God, I do. I need a new one because one side. Oh, cool. I would love not a knitting, a loom. I would love a loom. I don't have room for it, but I would love one. Um, one of the dowels fell out, so I have this really long one, and the beading loom's only about this long. So I want to get another one, and it's got a really nice little piece of beadwork on it. I got to figure out how to take it off, but oh, that's so nice to have our irrigation water going. Only drawback is now that we water the grass, you have to mow the grass. And we're gonna have to break down to get a new lawnmower because our Montgomery Ward's lawnmower we've had since I don't know when. Let's see. The stamp date on the engine was the day my oldest was born, so it's 35 years old. The vitamins are done. Yeah, it takes me over an hour to put mine into my little holders. It's a pain in the butt. I don't even know where my beading loom is. I saw it the other day. I think it's downstairs in what used to be my old craft room. Um, maybe for next week I'll get a picture of what's in my cabinet downstairs. It's uh new crafting stuff for me is my dopamine hit. And it's fun to try for a while. I chase it for a while and then it kind of stops and goes by the wayside. But I never throw anything away because cat because I'll probably need it someday. You mean the cat was out there when the guy was turning on irrigation and it didn't bother her around the house, but now she wants in. So, um, but it's really cool, and I don't know how I'm gonna get it out of the basement. I'm gonna make the boys have to come over whenever we move, because whenever I think the daughter moves, we got to downsize. And that's gonna be chaos. Uh-huh. I got a couple. I can't even. I gotta let her in. Oh, those what do you call it? Crocs. Those big, huge Crocs. Pickling Crocs. Come on. Where's your mother at? Mama, come on. Come on, Mama. Let's go. There we go. All right. All the cats are in. All the cats are in. But yeah. I don't want to step on you, cat. Yeah, we have pickling Crocs. We have. Whoop! Oh, I just about missed the stool. That would have been fun. Yes, we're still here. I had to let the cat in. She was beating on the doorknob. But yeah, I've got pickling Crocs, carboys for making wine or beer or whatever. I have 10 gallons of apple cider, hard apple cider, in 2 carboys underneath the stairs. And oh yeah, it would have. There's already a small video of me out here somewhere. I'll find it if I took a fall with a GoPro. That was back when it wasn't so hard to sit to fall. I don't know if they're any good anymore, and I haven't had the time to bottle it. One is I called one Snow White. The Carboys. It was a light color. Had good flavor. I need to get out Wine Thief and find out if it's still any good. And then the other one I called Maleficent. Beautiful golden color. Stronger than all get up. I was like, holy crap. So oh, interesting. Uh, um yeah, is it getting thick? Um Makes me think of I started to do it again and then I got behind and it died. Kumbacha. Furt. That's different. I'd look into that before you, in case it's turned yicky. I used to do kombucha tea. I had the baby, and then there'd be the mother, and then the babies, and I'd just give them away, and I started one years back, and then let it die because I forgot about it. It helped. I loved it. It was great. You only drank a quarter cup a day. I don't even think we had any colds or anything those couple years I was drinking it. It was supposed to help with hair color, but yeah, it didn't help with mine a bit. Um, but it smells like sourdough. That's always fun to make. Keith made it. I didn't. I don't. I'm too ADD. Like I said, I've killed that poor mushroom. Well, it's not really a mushroom. It's a layer of slime of I don't know what, but it was really good. I- Uh, no, I know. What was it? Oh, what did I watch? There was a change in some of the vinegars. I watch so much random crap nowadays. Um, but yeah, there was something going on with the vinegars. I don't remember what it was. And they gave a name, and it's not a vinegar I have out here. So, but I wish I could remember. I use white vinegar for a lot of things. laundry, towel it helps get that musty smell out of towels, you know? No, that could be it, yeah, and it's just that's cat. I'd like to learn how to make my own. What is the gentleman doing? I'm trying to figure out who it is. I don't think it's Mr. Ceja, but our irrigation runs off an orchard. So when the orchard turns on its irrigation, make sure there's no pipe breakage or whatever. Then we get irrigation water. So now once this is done, I got to go run around the house and make sure nothing is on and dripping because this corner, I think the seal's broken in the corner to the basement. If too much water, like if the thing gets left on, the basement starts to leak. So I have to watch. Sweet. Yeah, that will help. They not only just the rat, but bugs too. They don't like that smell either. Ooh, I bet. Um, what did Keith say yesterday? Oh, we were going through old cookbooks because I watched the thing on YouTube about 70s food that people wish they'd bring back, and now I want to make that pineapple chicken that they used to make. Um, he opened the cupboard, put the uh books back for me because it's above the stove, and then he starts to walk away, and he goes, "Did you ever make that uh uh vanilla extract, or did you just drinking out of the bottle?" And I'm like, "No, to neither one of them. I haven't made it, and I haven't opened up the bottle." He's like, "But what's over there?" I said, "That's my bullet bourbon, and I haven't touched that for about 3 years." So, chicken and peach cobbler. Oh, pickling hot dogs? I've never heard of that. I like pickled asparagus with cream cheese or wrapped in ham. I like pickled carrots too, but I will eat the whole jar and then I'm sick. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah. The goose, leave your mother alone. You don't need to have kids in the house anymore. You just have cats who don't always get along. Goose, 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 especially when they're related. Goose. Yeah. Mm. I wouldn't doubt you, Dave, at all. You live in that area. Pickled cherries. Hmm. I know I could never buy those around here. Are they good? I mean, are they made out of like Bing cherries or like pie cherries? Now I'm really interested. I love cherries, except I don't love picking them. I don't blame you if they're on sale. Um, I looked all over. I would go to antique places because there was a certain cherry pitter I wanted, and you just put it in between, and and it looks like a weird, funky syringe, and you just push it, and it pops the seed right out, and instead of those plastic things you got now. I don't like them. I just wanted the simple one-handed do it, and you don't have to take it out of your hands. You just keep picking. You just keep not coring, taking the seed out of cherries. And we used to, as kids, take Bing cherries and do that. Lay them on parchment paper, freeze them, and then put them into a Ziploc bag, and then put them back into the freezer. Because then you can just pick one or two out. You don't have to take out the whole bag. Mamas, just digging into the carpet. God, I can't wait to get this mess out from around me. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. And a lot of my, gotta get my tops back into the bathroom. But yeah, it was easy. Of course, I grew up in the lower valley, the lower Yakima Valley, so where everything is. And I got to get out there, get the GoPro back in the car, and go for a drive with the blooms on. Mamas. Okay, I should get off this thing so I can get all these put it together. Oh, I know. The bed is gone. It is so nice. And I'm going to get these buckets in the car or in the expedition and off of my floor. And I don't have little girl to weave around and have her come up and ask where food is and where, I can hopefully get it done today. So, yeah, something keeps going off of my blessed phone. Oh, Rumble. Bannon's on the war room. So, but tomorrow, appointments at 10. It'll probably be about 11:30 or so when I get onto the hillside to go walk. So 11:30, let's see, my time, 2 o'clock or so back east, 6 or 7 in Ireland. So yeah, I gotta get out and get my exercise because I didn't do any this week here. 7:30, okay. I didn't get anything done this week because I got these bins in the way, and so they're gonna get finished today, whether I like it or not. Because then Friday is shopping day, so and then gotta put all that away. May or may not have granddaughter, depending on how mom's feeling. She's not feeling good, if they're gonna go out or not. So yeah, so it's got everything put away on Friday, so the little one doesn't try to help me on Saturday. I mean, her heart's in the right spot, but she's as ADD as I am. Oh, her mother. It was hilarious last night. One more thing before I go. Oh, trash day. Yeah. No, today's Wednesday. Good. Tomorrow's trash day. Last night she was wound up tighter and Mama's wound up tighter to top, but she wasn't really using any words. She's just making noises, and her mom goes, "Aren't you gonna use your words today?" And her response was, "I've ran out of words today." And I was like, "Oh my, this is gonna be fun." So, guys, I loved it. This was a blast. Just I got everything. If anything, I got everything together around me so that I can just turn around, watch something on YouTube, and start working. Yep. Yeah, I got to get it out to the garbage tomorrow. So anything that's in the fridge that needs to go outside that won't go to disposal, that's when I do it. So it doesn't sit out there and get more. All right, guys, I love you all. And like I said, look for me earlier tomorrow. I'll be on the hillside. I've already got the gimbal charged and ready to go. I just got to decide where I'm going because I'll be in town. So, and I do know if I start at one side, I can't go down that hill or I disappear on the live. So I'll probably just stay up top someplace. Yes, the outro. And for you, Paola, all my love, Miss Dragon. And 7th? Okay, let's see if I can find where this stuff is over here. Banner. All right. That's the outro. Take care, Super Dave. I was glad you're here. Okay, let's see. No, not banner. I need brand. I'm still learning this, and I don't have my mouse attached, so. Okay. And we're out.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.